You cannot release trauma when you're stressed. So before you do that, it's important to start feeling safe in your body. Hi, my name is Sandra Carson. I am a teacher with Ekhart Yoga. I have lots of stress and trauma release classes on the site. You can find the link to a full class below. Today, we're going to do a small practice to get you in your body and to lower your stress levels. And when that happens, then your body can start to release any stored up tension, any stored up trauma. So before we begin, make sure that you have something comfortable to sit on. We're going to start with some breathing. And before that, just take a quick look around where you are right now. Just glance through your room, and is there anything that you can change or adjust to feel more at home, to feel more relaxed in the space that you're in now? Maybe it's as simple as closing a door or lighting a candle. It doesn't matter, just anything that helps you feel kind of cozy and warm. And that's the second thing. How is your body temperature? Are you warm enough? If not, you can put on some socks, you can put on an extra sweater, and then we'll start this practice. So do those things that are needed, and then we'll start. So take a comfortable seated position where your spine is nice and long. This helps to facilitate a full breath. If we want to reduce stress and come more to a state of the so-called rest and digest, we need to start to feel our bodies more. Most of us are living from the space, from the head space, and feeling the body is the first step to feeling what's going on in the body and to feeling safe. The breath can be a really great tool for that. So, like I said, comfortable position with a long spine, and you can rest your hands on your thighs. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and follow your breath. And you may notice that as soon as you start paying attention to your breath will change. And that is okay. Also know that nothing else is needed. You do not need to breathe any deeper, any fuller, any slower than you are right now. So just feel how the breath enters your nose. It's the back of your throat. Moves down your chest. And just notice where in your body you can feel your breath. Now, to encourage and promote a sense of safety in your body, you're going to lengthen your exhalation. And how you're going to do that is simply by breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth as if you're blowing through a straw. So your mouth stays closed, your lips stay together, except for a small partition. Like blowing through a drink straw. And you'll notice, because there's less space to exhale, your exhalation will get longer. And the inhale is simply through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, blowing through a straw. And notice as you keep breathing like this, what is starting to shift. What changes apart from the length of your out-breath? Maybe you feel that your in-breath is getting a little bit longer too. Maybe you feel different parts of your body as you're breathing. And whenever you feel that your mind is wandering off, just pull it back and focus it on your breath again. Then let go of this breath and come back to your natural breath, breathing in and out through your nose. And notice what has shifted. How do you feel compared to before you started breathing this particular breath? And then slowly open your eyes. Good. And come up to standing at the front of your mat. Or if you don't have a mat, you can just come to standing. Taking the feet hip distance apart and bend your knees a little bit to really feel your feet. And you may be wearing socks or other barefoot is preferred. Don't want you to be wearing any shoes. So this way you can really feel your bones in the floor. You can move around a little bit with your hips and with your weight, just shifting your weight from side to side or front and back. And this kind of action to feel the feet and to start feeling the body, we call that grounding. So now we're grounding in the body. Instead of living in the head, we're starting to bring our awareness more into the body, which is needed for us to release stress. So feeling the feet. Then on your next in-breath, take your arms up. Really stretching all the way up. And exhale, bow forward, bend forward, and you can take your hands to your hips and bending the knees, coming all the way down. So if you can't come down with straight legs, bend your knees as deeply as you need to. Then take your left foot back and bring your knee down to the mat or to the floor. Bring your hands on your front knee. And now interlace your hands behind your back. So you may have your elbows bent again if you can't straighten your arms, and that is fine. We're working on the shoulders here and the arm line. So squeeze the fingers together, the hands together, and draw your shoulders back. So we're creating a little bit of a stronger stretch here, and then straighten the arms as best as you can. So the chest is getting a big stretch here. And take a fuller breath into your chest. And let's take another one. So inhale. And on your exhalation, release the hands. Place your hands on the floor and step forward again. And take your right leg back. Knee down to the floor. Hands on your front knee. And then again, interlace the hands. Have the elbows bent, then draw the shoulders back, and then straighten as best as you can, as much as you can. And then take 2 breaths here. So we're starting to deepen the connection with the body and creating a little bit of stretch into the areas that are tight for most people. And then exhale, bring your hands down, step forward, and take the first leg back. So that's the left leg. And place the hands on the knee again, front knee. And now bend a little bit deeper into the right knee. And so do this slowly and carefully. Now we're moving deeper into the hip area and the groin. These tend to be very tight with people. So move slowly and try to not just let the hips sink down to the floor, but think more of moving the right knee forward and pressing the left knee further back. One breath here. And then bring the hands down. Step forward and take your right leg back. Hands to the front knee. Create a nice long spine. And again, start to stretch the left knee forward. You may be able to go deeper on one side than the other, and that's perfectly natural and normal. So don't try to necessarily bend as deeply on both sides. Just feel into your body, like where is the tightness? And you want to move a little bit deeper into the tightness, but not too deep, because that will stress our bodies out again. Take one deep breath here. And then release the hands, come forward. And again, you may have your knees bent a little bit if it's hard to straighten your legs and allow the spine to hang. And then hold on to the opposite elbow. And just let the crown of the head hang down so the head is heavy. If there's any pinching or discomfort in your back, in your low back or anywhere else, then please place your elbows here on the back of a chair, the seat of a chair, or even up against the wall or on your desk, wherever what is in your neighborhood. And just take a few breaths here. Feel your body. So you're probably feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe you feel the stretch along your spine as well, anywhere there. Maybe you feel the movement of your breath. And maybe you can feel some movement in your body anywhere. So just be with that. And then slowly release your hands down and come back onto the floor and come to sitting. Place the soles of the feet together. This is a great pose to help bring you a little bit deeper into the body, but it's not necessarily a very easy pose. You can use something to sit on if you feel that your back is really rounded. You can also move your feet a little bit more forward if there is too much tightness. Yeah. Place your hands behind you on the floor so they can support the lift of the spine. So we want to have a long spine. That's also better for your back muscles. It won't stress out your back. And then press your feet into one another. So you create some action in the legs, some engagement in the legs, pressing the feet together, and then see from your hip joint, so right here, if you can move a little bit forward with a long spine, and don't move forward from the head. So we're doing that all day, every day. We're moving, the head moves into everything first, everything that we do. So actually draw your head back again and think more of lifting your chest and moving the chest forward with a straight spine. Because really we want to feel the stretch in the inner thighs and not so much here in the upper body. That's really secondary. So keep pressing the feet together. And then take a nice deep breath or deeper breath. And slowly come up. Then roll down your spine onto the floor. Place the feet fairly close to your buttocks, to your hips, and stretch your arms along your sides with the palms down, but tuck your shoulders under just a little bit so you feel the shoulder blades flush with the floor. Then press your feet into the mat or into the floor and lift the hips up. So you should feel a little bit of a stretch or a deeper stretch here in the fronts of the thighs, maybe moving through the pelvis, along your lower belly, and maybe into your rib cage and the chest. And again, take a nice full breath here. And then slowly come back down. And now just take a moment to feel the floor. And are you able to release your weight into the floor a little bit more? So take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, you can do this through your mouth like a long sigh. You can come to a natural breath again, or take a couple more sighs and just walk your feet a little bit away from your buttocks. And feel your body. Feeling all the parts of your body that are touching the floor, that are heavy in the floor. And then slowly roll to your side with the knees bent. Press your hands into the floor to come up to a seated position. So coming upright again. And again, take inventory of how you feel in the moment. What does your body feel like? Where is your attention? Is it in your head or is it a little bit more in your body? So in just a few minutes, you have shifted or encouraged yourself to shift your energetic state from a little bit more up here to a little bit more down here. There is so much more that you can explore. There is so much deeper relaxation that you can get to with more practice, with a little bit more awareness. So if this practice appeals to you, if you feel a difference, then please head over to EkhartYoga.com. Check out my classes and the classes of other teachers, and really get on your way to wellness. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.